Wow, I had to adjust myself right on camera, right? Okay, let's see what I'm doing.
Okay, let's see what am I doing. Okay, let's see what am I doing.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Tan from Artemis Oracle. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Not entirely sure what I want to do today, so I just want to see what comes up. I brought some, what you call it? Trying to see if this is working. This is good. Okay, just gotta see myself. All right, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. All right. So I brought some romance angels because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I got my sweet love tea oracle cards. I have my revealing the truth deck, my other love oracle deck, love messages deck, tarot deck, and yes or no deck. I just want to see what comes out for the collective. I'm going to go into the sweet love tea. So I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. Once again, my name is Tan and Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an oracle and tarot card reader from New York. So let's see what comes out. I usually have my glasses on, but part of me wants to take them off because I did my eye makeup so pretty today. Maybe I'll take the glasses off today. The only thing is like the thumbnail might be weird. I might have like a weird face. Okay. No glasses today. All right, let's see what comes out for the collective. What love messages does the collective need to know at this time for the highest and greatest good? See what comes out for the collective. What does the collective need to know at this time? Hi, Lane. How are you? Let's see what comes out for the collective. I'm using the Sweet Love Tea Oracle deck. I'm not taking any questions right now. I may take them around 2:30. So if you have a question, you can wait until then to ask. It's going to be a one-card answer with the tarot card. So that's going to be at 2:30. Right now, I want to do a collective love reading. Enchanted Whisper, listen to your heart and take a chance in love. Wonder, dreams, promise. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. I think that's how the song goes. I'm not entirely sure. Hi, Ava. Hope you're doing well. Happy Valentine's Day. I know it's not Valentine's Day today, but yes. No, honey, they're not Roblox cards. Thank you. I hope you're nice too. Hi, ACP. Hi, Zoe. How are you? Welcome to Artemis Oracle. So the first card we have is Enchanted Whisper. Listen to your heart. Take a chance on love. I mean, it kind of makes sense because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And if there is somebody that you are interested in, I mean, it's a little, we kind of it close, you know, we're trying to get somebody to asking anybody out. But, you know, sometimes it's like we need that like adrenaline rush to like propel us to do something that's a little bit risky with a take a chance on love. Enchanted Whisper. Let's see what else. Anything else want to come out? This deck is just being quiet. Oh, I got a card. Fluttering heart, enjoy the romance and decide if you want more. You know, when I put these two cards together, it says sweet fleeting future. So some of you may be having like, what you call it? Like those little it could be like you and this person has been flirting or something, and then it's like you want to take things to the next level. You probably want maybe considering expressing your feelings of wanting to like move your relationship to a different level. It could be something like that. Not sure what you mean by that question. All right. Enjoy the romance. Yeah, I feel like some of you are already like in this stage where you could be flirting with somebody, you could just be talking to somebody, and you're maybe wanting to do something different, like maybe ask somebody out, express your feelings to them. Possibly even sharing what kind of visions. I'm not answering questions until 2:30, so if you have a question, could I ask it then? No, honey, I don't play Roblox. Anything else? Strong roots, building a foundation of trust with somebody. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. Like some of you may not even have like a solidified relationship with somebody. It's something that's kind of like, maybe like casual in some way. Casual in the sense that you're just talking, just flirting. It hasn't gone beyond a certain level, if you know what I mean. And those feelings may be coming up, and some of you may be considering like, yes, I could see this person being my future person, or I want to test the waters in some way. And oh, thank you for letting me know your age. I love this. Let's see. Okay. And yeah, basically that some of you may be wanting to take it to another level. If you've already established some sort of relationship, you probably want to solidify it even further by strengthening the roots. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. There may be a level of trust because here this card says faithful and friends first. So that type of thing where you may be just friends. Maybe you are already friends, been friends for quite some time, but it's like now the feelings may be developing and maybe even getting stronger, where someone's getting that nudge to try to take it to the next level. You know, like, yes, let's talk about this. Let's discuss what we can possibly have. Do you feel the same way about me as I feel about you? Can you envision a future with me? Those types of conversations, they're not the easiest to have because you risk being rejected, but it's good to know the answer ahead of time instead of, always constantly being in your mind, in your head about what can possibly be, when you could just simply find out the answer right away. And then you could just move on if it's not, the person isn't on the same page as you. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the Romance Angels cards. These bootleg cards. Because I know these cards are out of stock. I'm not out of stock. They're out of print. So it's like they have the bootleg versions. Because Doreen Virtue, she no longer resonates with tarot or oracle cards because it's the devil's work. And the devil is in religion. Just saying. Let's see. What does the collective need to know at this time? Hi, Gladys. I just saw it. Hi, Gladys. Hope you're doing well. Happy Valentine's Day. My single ladies. I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh Lord. I was trying not to. This card, I thought about pulling out the deck because I'm like, I don't want to hear about exes. I don't want to hear about reconciliation. I don't want to hear nothing about that. But the universe has other plans. So reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That may be, maybe somebody is like feeling these this desire. And, you know, some people do want their ex back because they don't have any hard feelings. There wasn't any animosity, any bad blood, anything, you know. So some people, they do want to go back with the ex. So some of you may have somebody from your past, and we're talking about the ones that you would want to return, not the ones you don't want back. So that's a possibility. Someone from the past may be returning to your life. Okay, anything else? Yeah, so it could be someone that you've already established trust with. It's just maybe right person, wrong timing, that type of thing. Where someone, let's see, reconciliation. It's possibly wanting to take a chance to come forward. It could be someone that you were friends first with. It could even be a friend that you have not been in contact with for some time, and they could be returning. And that could be like a reconciliation. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic, but it could be like a friend that's returning, and you may have had some sort of disagreement, and it could be something like that, because reconciliation is only about romance. It could be just someone from the past returning. Let's see what else comes out. Anything else left? Let's take a look there. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. This is what I was getting. Like somebody's feelings are growing, and they may want to come forward and talk about it, discuss it, see where you stand when it comes to that. Are you on the same page? Do you feel the same? Do you want to build? Do you want more? Do you want to try something new? You know? Let me see anything else. It's 222 here in New York. So some of you may be seeing 222. February 22nd may be significant. And it's funny, as I was saying, that on my side, there's a clock and it says 12:31 right now. But when I was saying that, it was 12:22. So 12:22, December 22nd may be significant too. Okay, let's see what else comes out. What's the 22nd? Because next Tuesday we have the new moon in Aquarius. Is it Aquarius? Yeah. It's the Chinese Lunar New Year. Year of the Dragon begins. No. Why am I saying? Okay, somebody's born the year of the dragon, but it's the year of the fire horse. Year of dragon. That might be significant. That's 1976, 1988, 1964. Let's see. Every 12 years. 2000. The year 2000. Someone could be born on the year 2000, 88, 76, 64. Okay. Anything else? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So, I mean, if this is somebody that is coming back and they want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you, if you are a bit wary, but you are interested, I think it could be okay to explore where the wariness is coming from and have that heart-to-heart conversation with them. Especially if this is someone from the past where there were red flags that may have interfered with some sort of connection, but it wasn't so much so that where you are already so much established. You know what I mean? Could simply be like an argument or something. Just moving the cards over. I just saw the card extra protection and then toxic behavior was in it. So like if some of you are going to be engaging in, extracurricular activities, make sure to use extra protection. Be safe rather than sorry. That was just a side message, just because I saw the super card. If you're a guy that's going to be paying for certain services, I would suggest you double bag it, you know? Okay, so I have these cards from the Divine Timing Unveiled deck, and the first one is no. Karmic cycle. They must complete their karmic contract to clear negative karma, divine timing. And then another one is you deserve better. There's someone waiting just for you, someone better waiting just for you. Overcome your fear of the unknown. Okay, so sometimes if this is somebody that you don't want to reconcile with because with the pay attention to the red flags, then do not even entertain this person. Don't even engage them in a heart-to-heart conversation. You know, it's unnecessary. If this is someone that is going through some sort of karma, they're still going through it, and you don't want to get caught up in that, because especially if things are going well for you, you don't want, maybe this person may be coming back for some specific reason and it's not the right time. So yeah, it's not the right time. Divine timing. Let things happen the way they're meant to. Don't get caught up in someone else's karma. That happens sometimes. All right, let's go into the Revealing the Truth deck. Wrong cards. Let's see what comes out. I want to say, there goes my baby. There goes my baby. I was talking to my Oracle deck. Okay, let's see what comes out with Revealing the Truth. Revealing the truth. Revealing the truth. Revealing the truth. What does the collective need to know at this time? We got the card True come out with Rose. True. Deep thinking, remember, soft problems, cold word, and Rose. Passionate love, thorns, short. If you go back to the first three cards that came out, Enchanted Whisper, Fluttering Heart, and Strong Roots, if you and this person have a heart-to-heart conversation, as also like the Romance Angels card suggests, advises, whatever may be discussed in that conversation is going to require some thorough thought on your part, you know, because if this is a situation where you don't see it going long-term, then you already know how you should proceed. But if this is something that you would like to see move from being a short-term connection into a long-term connection, it's going to require thought on your part, because whatever is possibly discussed between you and this person, especially if there were some things that kind of interfered with your relationship, you know, maybe cause for concern, that this and this go hand in hand. You know, you need to have the heart-to-heart conversation, that honest conversation where you are talking about your fears, your desires, your dreams, what you want for the future, things that concern you that this person is showing you, and things that concern them that you have shown them. You know what I mean? So it's not only one-sided. It's not only about you. In a relationship, it's between two people, you know, and both people need to be able to, you know, put all the cards on the table, like these are. Put all the cards on the table, put your cards on the table, and then just see, you know, can something good come of it? Something that can you build a strong foundation with the cards that you have? You know, that makes sense. Let me see what else comes out. I'm like, these cards aren't terrible. I mean, some of you may have been dealing with people who weren't the best for you. And these cards are indicating that for the bunch of you that resonate with this, there's someone better for you. So you can let whoever this past person is, who still needs to do some shadow work, who still needs to get their shit together, let them do what they have to do and move on with your life. And if you and them are supposed to get back together, then it will happen if it's meant to happen. Or sometimes it's just a roach, you know, like I mentioned in one of my oracle cards, it says that. Because just because they come back doesn't mean it's meant to be, you know? And so my name is Tan. This is Artemis Oracle. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. So let's see what comes out. What else comes out for the collective? Look for, yeah, some of you may need to get more information, especially if someone's communicating things that don't really add up to you. So you may have to do some more digging. Hopefully, like if you're having a heart-to-heart conversation, this is something that you don't have to do. You know, when you're having a heart-to-heart conversation, you are being honest, transparent, putting all your cards on the table. You know, you can't build a strong foundation on lies or omissions of truth. Keeping certain things to yourself that is vital is a lie. Okay? So if things aren't looking right or adding up, then you may need to consider continuing exploring your options or digging into whatever it is that you feel like you need more information on, especially if it's ringing some sort of alarm inside of you. You know, to come on someone's channel and not even say hello, how you doing? You know? Okay, let's see. What else comes out? What else? Ooh. See, Miracle card came out. Dreams may come true. Dreams come true. Get what you want. So for some of you, there may be some sort of miracle that may be happening. Some of you may have been searching for somebody, searching for someone. Possibly some of you have even given up on love. And yeah, some of you may have given up on love. Hi, Mia. Hi, Monique. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. You know what came to my mind? Look and you shall find. But when it comes to love, it's not looking. It's like you're not like, you know, I know they tell us that it should just happen organically and stuff, but some of us may need a little help. You know, some of us may need to go on like dating sites and stuff like that. Like me, no. I can't do that. I can't do that. But for some people, they need that help. You know, they need to be able to be seen. You know, so some of you may be discovering somebody who might be, you know, what you're looking for, but always proceed with caution. Pay attention to red flags. Don't overlook things because things feel good. They feel right. You know, like I said, you can't build a strong foundation on lies, and omissions of truth are lies. And this person may be a mystery to you too. You may not know them. Unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusing. Also avoid anybody who may try to be, you know, like I said, red flags. If they're giving you mixed signals, that's a red flag. You know, look out for that. Because everybody's situation is different. Some people get very lucky when it comes to online dating or whatever dating they do. Some people, it's like, not so much, you know? Okay, so let me see. Let me check something real quick. Go here. Okay. So I saw Mimi has a question. Will my ex contact me soon? Hi, Mimi. So your question, we got the death card. I want you to think about what that means to you because death has two meanings. It's transformation. Well, it has multiple meanings. Death is something that's ended, but also it's something that can be transformed. It's a transformation. It could be an end of a cycle. Um, let's see what's at the bottom. At the bottom, we have Seven of Swords showing up. I I feel like this is a yes. I feel like there's a yes. This is a yes. But if there's some things that you, because the Seven of Swords, that always has, it gets a negative connotation, right? They always say it's someone who's lying, stealing, cheating, because you're looking at the card, but it's a golden card. You see it in the background. Yellow is a happy color. It's a positive color, right? And then you look at the sun here and then here. So I don't know if there was something going on that interfered with your relationship that the person may be moving away from. You know, something, leaving something away, leaving something in the past, you know? Because it's funny, I was thinking about this card. I was thinking about the Five of Swords earlier today. And in this specific deck, it's like someone leaving the past behind. You know, they're taking the swords out of their heart and they're healing and stuff. But here, the Seven of Swords for me is like you get to the Six of Swords where you're moving away from conflict, you're going towards peace. But then the Seven to me is also you're being enlightened. You're looking at the past, you're looking at the lessons, you're taking the lessons that you've learned to become better. You know, so I don't know if there was something in the past that interfered with your relationship, but there may be some sort of change, transformation in that, where the person has learned something, has gained something, has been spiritually enlightened. So the possibility of the person contacting you is yes, they most likely are going to reach out to you. And that's just from what I'm getting from these two cards. So, but like if you need answers about something, have that open dialogue with them, the honest conversations with them, you know, if you feel like, if you feel anything, if you feel like anything is off, because Seven of Swords does have that negative connotation too, but it is a golden card, so it's supposed to be positive. Maybe they may be leaving something from the past, learned lessons, maybe coming back more enlightened and better. Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know if that person was a karmic because this karmic card came out earlier. So, but you get to decide if this person comes back because anything could change, you know, especially when there's other people involved. So at this moment, it seems like, yes, he will contact you. I hope that helps. Let's see, anything else? Yeah. Yeah, it could have been a lustful connection. It could have been that. Oh, you're welcome. I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Let's see. Have those cards. Thank you. Let me see what else comes out for this reading here. Okay. Is this my cards? Yeah. All right, I'm going to go into a Love Oracle deck. Let's see what else we get for the collective. What other messages does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know? Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Ooh, this is not good. Chasing. Twin flame came out. I don't know how anyone feels about twin flame connections. I don't know if I really believe in that. I have my own theory. I haven't really looked into twin flames and stuff, but like if I go by intuition, my own intuition about it, or at least what I feel for me, I wonder if a twin flame is more so when we connect with both aspects of ourselves, the feminine and masculine aspect of ourselves, us becoming in union. Because if you think about how things are, sometimes we're in a way, we're taught to chase external things to feel complete, to feel whole, but we're not really taught how to find completion within ourselves. We're taught to love ourselves and accept ourselves, but if we're not raised in environments that are conducive to that, then how are we supposed to be happy with ourselves? How are we supposed to feel whole and complete within ourselves? So it's easy for us to go and look for that from someone else or look for that externally, So I wonder if a twin flame is just us reconnecting and reuniting and reconciling who we are and becoming whole, and then meeting another person who has done the same work and having a happy, healthy relationship. I definitely believe in karmic relationships. I do believe in that because from my experience, I believe in karmic relationships, So, but like with the typical twin flames dynamic, they always say that there's a runner and a chaser. So someone may be chasing after somebody who they consider to be their twin flame, and it says twin flame is mirroring shared feelings and reflection. So twin flames are supposed to be a mirror, a reflection of who we are. They show us the best of ourselves, but they also show us the worst, and they trigger us. That's from my understanding. But I feel like karmic relationships do that too, where there is a lesson on boundaries, self-respect, how we respect other people, how we love ourselves, and how we love other people. But then we have bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words coming out. And then depth, awareness, importance of value. It's funny, I was talking about foundation, building a foundation with strong roots. A strong foundation can only be built on honesty, truth, no lies. So I don't know, in this connection, there may have been some sort of disagreement, argument, where someone said something that was hurtful. And I think I need Tarot to clarify that, They said something that was hurtful, they probably said it out of anger. There could even be some sort of resentment. Especially if someone is constantly doing all the work and chasing after someone specifically and not getting the same energy in return, it can start to cause someone to become bitter, become resentful with a connection, especially if they identify it as twin flames, as a twin flame connection. But if you really subscribe to the idea, then you have to accept the negatives and the positives of that type of connection. I don't feel like, and as someone who is, I would say I'm a chaser. I would say I'm a chaser. If I want something, I will go after it. You know, if it's not a married man, I will never go after a married man or a man in a relationship. I would never do that. The way I was talking to somebody about that, I was like, for me, if I find out a man is in a relationship or, married or in a connection, some sort of connection, then to me, his partner, it becomes my sister, and I would never do that to my sister. So that's why I cannot mess with anybody who's in a relationship, because I feel like I'm betraying a sister. Even if I don't know her from Adam, I don't know her. I've never seen her. No, like she's my sister automatically, and I would never do that to my sister. But yeah, like I think someone could be in this place where if they are in this mindset, like this person is my soulmate, this person is my twin flame, but then it's like slowly but surely that bitterness starts to set in, and it's like, wow, I've put in so much work, because I could resonate that, putting so much work in trying to develop or build something with somebody, connect to somebody, but then it's like slowly like that bitterness starts to set in, but then you have to reflect, why am I feeling this way about something? We get to choose what actions we take. We have to take responsibility and accountability for our actions, right? So this is where the depth has to come in, where you have to start reflecting on, why was I chasing something that clearly was running away? Why would you chase something that's running away? We are not dogs. Men or women are not balls or pieces of tree trunks or whatever, branches, or a squeaky toy. We shouldn't be chasing them. We want to be magnetizing people. We want to attract people to us. That's the beauty of being the feminine. We attract. The men, the masculine is supposed to be no, I don't want to say chaser. I don't want to be chased either, but I just, I know, I'm just trying to explain it to you. Because some people do like the chase, I think it makes it fun. But now, like it's not fun when the thing doesn't want you. It's clearly running away from you, or you chasing after something that doesn't want you. I feel like I went on a tangent with that. Okay. I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like doing third party things, because it's just like, I'm just thinking, I can't knowingly do that, to another, like chase after a man that's in a relationship. I can't do that. I don't know. I know there's people have issues. They have issues that they can do that. So my name is Tan, and this is Artemis Oracle. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader. All right, let's see what else comes out. Okay, what does the collective need to know? Ooh, Ace of Cups. This is the love. But also, this is the self-love card. There used to be a tarot reader. I don't know what happened to her. Her name is Sonia. Sonia's Tarot, something like that. Tarot Sonia, something. And I love the way she defined the Ace of Cups. Because if you think about it, it's our own cup. It's the cup that we have within ourselves, right? But then she says we get to decide what we fill our cup with. And we get to decide if we fill it with happiness, joy, love, positivity, in a healthy way. I don't believe in toxic positivity. If you're going through shit, you go through shit, you feel the feels. You don't act like it's, oh my God, my life isn't falling apart. There isn't a fire in the kitchen. You don't know. There's a fucking fire in the kitchen. Call the police, call the fire department, take care of that shit, But, we get to decide, how much good love we allow people to pour into our cups, but also what we pour into it ourselves. And then we overflow. Whatever the overflow is that's what we share with other people, So as long as your cup runneth over, then you have enough love to share and give to other people, especially in the healthy way, not where it's out of desperation, So, and I think that when we do that in a healthy way, and we give love without expecting anything in return, that allows us to remain in peace. We could give love with peace. when you have that expectation that somebody is supposed to give something to you in return, then it's like, why do they have to give to you in return? You know, if you're willingly giving your love to someone and you have a lot of it, then you don't have to feel like you're depleted in some way. But if you feel like they need to like reciprocate it, but just so you can feel okay about giving your love, then maybe you should not be giving your love to that person, you know. I looked at the bottom as Five of Wands. This is like conflict. This could be an inner conflict. So then we have the Lovers. Oh my gosh, this is like positive cards. The Lovers is about the choice. You know, you get to choose yourself if you're not in the greatest situations when it comes to love, or you get to choose to be in a healthy relationship. You get to choose who you want to be with, you know. And this, you see the sword over there? We want healthy, honest, transparent relationships where things are out in the open, where you're completely honest, vulnerable, because true love connections, you're vulnerable. They see your scars, they see the worst and they see the best in you, and they still love you. That's the purest love. That's that agape love, you know, where they see you and you're most vulnerable. And when you're naked, when we're naked, we're vulnerable, you know. There's like nothing hiding. There's nothing hidden. So it could be about that, like giving your love. You know, I mentioned the Five of Swords earlier. Like some of you could have been in situations in the past where you've faced a lot of heartache, and now you're like pulling those swords out of your heart, you know? And do you see the Two Swords in the bottom? I mean, the typical Two of Swords card, a person's holding it like this and it's blocking. So you're blocking messages, you're blocking communication, you're blocking love, you're blocking money, you're blocking stuff, right? But then you see the Two Swords on the ground, and then you have the Three Swords that you would typically see in the Three of Swords. I'd be so interested if I could see it, because in the Three of Swords in this particular deck, it's like they're dropping. You know, you're healing. You know, you're overcoming whatever past pain you're experiencing, and you're like taking the lessons and moving forward, moving towards peace, going towards peace. Like we mentioned with the dove right above the heart. It's like now some of you may feel peace. You may be feeling at peace and ready to put yourself out there for love. I always say, be safe. Always be safe. Use your discernment. Don't be throwing, like, don't be like giving love away like it's a car and you're Oprah, you know? Like, you can't be like that. You can give love away, but don't like do so much to your own detriment, you know, where you end up at a deficit in some way, you know? Like, yeah, you're looking forward to the future. And the typical Three of Wands card, you don't see a bird there. You know, you just see the ships coming in, this person waiting for the ships to come in, right? Because they've taken some sort of action. But that bird is like communication, a message, a sign, a signal for you. Some of you may be seeing feathers. Some of you may encounter a feather. I would say it might be a brown feather, maybe. I don't know, feathers, colors have specific meanings and stuff, but that may be significant in some way. Yeah. The Death card came out. It's like you're leaving whatever past stuff you're behind and you're moving forward, you know? Resting, recuperating, healing, praying, possibly, if you believe in praying. Let's see. And yeah, restoring balance and justice to yourself. You know, I was talking about giving, how you give to other people, but you also want to make sure that you're not, like I mentioned, not being at a deficit, you know, making sure that things are fair and balanced. You know, you see how he's holding that one sword up? It's the truth. It's the Ace of Swords. It's the truth. It's honesty. It's integrity. You know, so you have to be honest with yourself about what you want, how you ensure that you are receiving everything that you deserve and that it's fair. You know, that you're not giving more than you're receiving. Look at that, the sun. It's about happiness, joy, things improving, things getting better, like your heart being lighter. And then the Page of Cups. So there may be some sort of communication from someone. I don't know. In some ways, people communicate like online, conversation, DM, something, whatever. I feel like that some of you are going to be having, like, if you've experienced some sort of conflict in the past, pain, you're in the healing process, and you've already made the decision to put yourself out there, because you're feeling whole and complete with yourself. You know, you might be ready for that person that you could just like be your bare, vulnerable, authentic self with. You know, you see in this deck, there's two kids playing and naked. And you know, children are the most vulnerable. God bless them. God protect them. But it's like when you get into a relationship, it's not only you two people as an adult getting in a relationship, it's also your inner child. So like whoever you may be meeting, is going to you and their inner child is going to get along well, is what I'm getting to. And that's important, because in a relationship you want to have fun, you want to be playful, and children are very honest, and they're very honest, so they don't have any filter. So this could possibly be somebody that you can be completely like honest with, like you could, like I said, be vulnerable with, and someone that you can really show that soft and loving side of yourself. Hi, Shantae. I hope you're doing well. Happy Valentine's Day. I know it's tomorrow, but I'm not going to be on tomorrow. But I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. See the Queen of Cups, someone that's in their loving, nurturing, caring, compassionate energy. You know, and this person probably brings that part of you out, or this is the side of you that they love, that allows them to feel safe, to express their emotions with you. That this person can be vulnerable with you. Because you're bare naked. And when we're naked, we're the most vulnerable. Some of you may be holding back from that, like holding back, but it could be because of the past situations. You know, that could be fear setting in, but that could also be an indication that you're no longer holding back, because we have the Death card. And you see how it looks like the Grim Reaper is there too. So some of you may be ending the cycle of holding back and now opening yourself up to the possibility of love. You know, but just as long as like you're like using your discernment, you're being honest and authentic with yourself, that your cup is running over, like you runneth over with love for yourself. Like you have more than enough love to give to somebody else. Not where you're at a deficit where you need someone to fill your cup up. It's not like that, you know? So, do I have any other cards I could use? Remember I mentioned the Two of Swords earlier? It's like you're dropping those swords, those two swords on the floor, you know? You drop the swords and now you're open, you're receiving, you're allowing yourself to receive. And it's so funny because I see the Six of Wands underneath, and that has to do with victory and success. Yes, this is a general reading. So I think the advice is, in order for you to see victory and success in your love life moving forward, you have to make sure that you're not blocking yourself out, that you're open and receptive to receiving love, but that you most importantly have enough love within you. You're overflowing with love. That even if you were to give your love away to somebody, that them not even taking, not even if they walk away, you're going to be okay, you know, because you're very secure and with your emotions, secure with your choices, secure with your own actions and the choices you've made, you know? So I think that's where victory comes in. Yeah. Yes. And underneath is the Hierophant, you know, so no longer blocking commitment, blocking the possibility of a higher level of commitment with somebody, if that's something that you seek, especially if it's something that you are trying to manifest for yourself, because we have the Ten of Cups, and Ten of Cups is about family, harmony, coming together, ultimate happiness, you know. But don't let your fears and insecurities get the best of you. So, okay. I'm done reading. I'm tired. I'm gonna end this reading now. So, yeah, my lunch break has ended. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful, happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. Even if you're by yourself, I still wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye. Bye.